Everyone, embattled Tennessee House Speaker Glenn Casada says he is asking for several investigations into scandals surrounding his office. This in a letter addressed to the TBI.
That's right. You know, we've been following the string of controversy surrounding Casada. New allegations tonight claiming private meeting rooms were recorded inside the state capitol without knowledge. Another point at the heart of the issue, lewd text messages and what his former chief of staff, Cothren, might have done. Casada now asking for probes into Cothren's dealings, including possibly tampering with email evidence. This after Cothren admitted to using cocaine 3 years ago in a legislative office building. Now, Cothren was also one of the people Casada reportedly texted with, making those sexually explicit exchanges about women.
Now, Speaker Casada again addressing the issue, saying in a statement, quote, "I take complete ownership over the text messages with inappropriate comments about several women." He went on to say, "I apologize and hope that my friends, family, colleagues, and constituents find a way to forgive me for it because it is not the person I am. I work toward establishing trust where it has been broken and ensuring that the House is more ready than ever to conduct the people's business."
Now, both Republican and Democratic lawmakers are calling for Speaker Casada to resign. That includes those representing East Tennessee.
WATE 6 on your side reporter Madison Keevy joining us now with what local lawmakers say needs to happen next. Madison.
Yeah, Kristen, I've spoken with leaders on both sides, and where they agree is that these allegations aren't limited to party lines, but rather issues that can only be solved with a resignation.
The text messages and the problems that we've been hearing from them most recently are just a symptom of a greater problem that we've seen during the leadership of Speaker Casada.
Leaders like David Hawk, a Republican representative in Greene County, want change.
What's happening now is not a reflection of the 99 members of our House of Representatives.
House Speaker Glenn Casada is under fire to resign after his top aide stepped down Monday. This after allegations of racist and sexually explicit text messages. Hawk says he doesn't agree with how Casada has led the House in his role as Speaker.
Control has gone all the way through session to the last few days of session, where it was well reported that legislators were locked out of legislative sessions. Doors were locked.
The issue not limited to House Republicans.
This has nothing to do with party. Everyone in this state and in this country deserves honesty and integrity from their elected official, regardless of party.
Gloria Johnson, a Democrat representing Knox County, says the text messages are part of an even bigger issue.
All of these things create a picture of misogyny without a question and racism.
The fear now is that headlines like these cause voters and potential candidates to lose faith in government.
Whether it's voting, whether it's thinking about running for office, whether it's helping a candidate, we need to have faith that our government has honesty and integrity and is working for the people.
Last night, we heard from Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally. Tonight, we're hearing from state lawmaker Jeremy Faison, a Republican, also responding to the situation and telling me in part, quote, "There's no way for him to be an effective leader of the Tennessee House of Representatives after what he's been complicit to." Bill Dunn also weighing in, saying, quote, "Yesterday, the speaker asked me my opinion on the situation, and I told him I thought he should step down. I thought that was the best course of action." Bo?
All right, thank you so much, Madison. Meanwhile, we should point out the TBI saying it has now been in touch with the state DA's conference, which could mean that office might investigate the situation. The key word there being might. We'll, of course, have to keep you updated.
All right, and we'll have all of our coverage of this situation surrounding the House Speaker. We're talking about Glenn Casada again on our website, WATE.com.